Hey there, this is going to be one more review of someone's gameplay, and tonight we have Words for Swords, if I pronounce it correctly. So he also is in chat. He's playing the randomizer and would like me to review a little bit of the movement and the text. So same kind of coaching as we usually do, and we're going to be starting right now. Just one little bit of word is that what you will see is what I would call, it's probably the very higher tier of intermediate gameplay. So I'm gonna be quite picky on very small things, and I might also underline what is good, because otherwise there's not much to say. There's no very basic flaws. It's like it looks like something that's already been practiced quite a bit in quite many rooms. So where there is room to improve is going to be in small details. And by just pointing at small details that might not be where to go, I'm just going to try to pinpoint just a thing process to apply during future practice, how to just think about what you want to do, how to approach your movement options when there's a room that you want to be faster at. Okay, so let's start. It was during an SGL practice race, and what we're gonna be watching is supposedly Child 1 and Adult 2. So let's go. Okay, was reading the stone. And first thing we could see is like there was no roll here, which is a very good thing. It's a very good thing. I'm gonna underline this quickly for anyone watching. If you roll here, you're gonna end up going too far or just spending 12 frames that running would have done the same way. And by running, you can cut that corner really nicely, which he is going to do. And as soon as he has a direction that is rollable, he's going to roll. And as you can see, he did not frenetically press the target button because it would have given him an angle way too off. But right here, he just pushed Link in front of the camera, and right now the pedestal that he's aiming is straight in front. So that's really good habits of like managing your camera and not just pressing target at every roll. So that's from the very start. When I saw just this movement on the first 3 seconds, I had an indication that I'm going to be watching very, very good gameplay. Okay, here I guess some people would tell you like, yeah, it's a long distance, you would have probably been better off with backwalk. I'm not really of this school. um, I'm gonna be saying that rolling and just simplifying movement overall, trying to not overuse side hops and backwalks. They're technically faster, but most people would be surprised. It just really doesn't save all that much unless it's really, really long. And sometimes you'll be like, yeah, if it's more than 5 rolls, then it's fine. You have to be really quick, and like maybe in RTA, if you're used to that precise one backwalk and you take the angle at the speed of light, maybe. But honestly, for randomizer, keeping it simple is just really efficient. So I like the choice of rolling for that segment, even though like right here you have a really, really good line. You could have gone with the backwalk and then, I don't know, after the first set of stairs, turn around and roll. It's an option. I honestly really enjoy seeing someone take it simple and go for rolls. Just one note about the rolls is that they feel a little rushed. They feel a little rushed. You're probably 2 frames early on each roll right now. I will send you a link to a patcher for a private practice run, something that's not publicly released. that has trainers for rolls, side hop, and equip swaps. So you will have clear ways to actually practice roll timing. It's not that bad, but those ones felt a little rushed. Sometimes it's a good thing, but on a straight line with something that is mashable at the end, then you want to be just focusing on timing. Okay, let's move on. And we're gonna be moving as child soon. You miss the pedestal if you backwalk. Yeah, it's honestly keeping it simple is just so strong. Yeah, let me know if you want the practice run, Fanta. Okay, the backflip seemed nice. I think you were hitting the... you might be hitting this. Is your Q when you see the pedestal? I don't know if there's another Q. I think I used the pillars appearing on the right. But that's basically the same frames. So yeah. If you really want to save like one frame here, you could just try to check what's the Q. You often backflip twice. Yeah, it's the kind of little things that like you'll take 40 seconds to check once for what would be a Q and then never again have to practice that. But you'll also just spend 40 seconds for 2 frames. So, I don't know. Not that important. But just, you know, it's possible. It's doable. Okay. Now this movement is hard. So do you choose 2 or 3? Okay. I'm gonna put it back. 1, 2. So the rolls were spaced nicely. And if you space nicely on the third one, what happens is that you'll get really far away from the corner. It's not that bad because you want to stay low for the next area. But optimally, like I think you could potentially save a tiny bit by like knowing that 3 spaced is a little too far for that corner. So it's either 2 very delayed or 3 rushed ones. When I have those choices, I usually enjoy rushing. So I would go for 3 rushed. But yeah, once again, you'll be saving 1 frame, 2 frame here, and it's not that much. And yeah, so you're very low here. You would have been a little bit upper and drawing a straight line. So, but honestly, it's not that bad. Here it looks like your habit is really good, and your space, like the habit that you have with rolls, gives you a little bit of time of running before you can set up that side hop, and you hit the side hop really nice. So that's very, very good. If you're super consistent with that side hop, awesome. If anyone watching this video is not, be aware. This side hop looks really cool. It saves very few. Very, very, very few. And having it save the maximal amount of frames is very difficult. So if you don't feel comfy about it, get the watch on the practice room that puts you the frames. So you see top left, I have this watch by default. It's in my default settings. I always have the frames running. And it resets every time you hit a loading zone. And it's really helpful because like you can check how much you save with what. And I think at max, I was managing to save 3 frames on this, and I was flicking the life out of this side hop and just pressing target down and A at the same time. It was really hard to save 3. So if anyone doesn't feel comfy with that, just don't worry too much about it. Now, this is a very difficult area to move around. Very difficult area. versus just jumping down. Yeah, because jumping would hit the loading zone quite fast. So you're actually not jumping for too long. Jumping is the same horizontal speed as running, so it's around 5.5 as child, I think. Versus 8.5 for a side hop. But you have to refund the flick. Okay, so Market is damn of a tough cookie. And you're going pretty straight to Kiki. You're attracting Kiki at the speed of light. The first time I watched this, I was amazed. Yeah, that was super smooth. The cue here to know when you can go into the load. So in Hundo, what they say, I take a little more safety because I really don't want to have to go back, is when Kiki is past that tree, then you're good to go. You're good to hit there. All right. So I think you did it really well. If you know the angle that you arrive in this area, this is one of the areas that like Link starts running. If you entered running, you get control of Link and he has already accelerated. So it's one of the areas in which mashing a roll is alright. And there's actually a joystick direction that you can go hit that door pretty nicely. What I do for safety still is like at the end of the roll, I would release the stick just in case my mashing didn't go through well enough, and so that I make sure I don't bonk the door. But there's room for a roll here. Okay, there's a funny strat here. There's a funny strat. It's part of the stuff that Inup found. Inup, very famous MM player. So I'm gonna go into the practice room and just show you this. I would probably advise not to do it, which is weird, but I think it can save up to 10 frames, which is half a second. It's all right, and it's fun to know. So I'm gonna go into towns and market night from whatever entrance. I don't care. Yeah, it's Sea of Shenanigans. Fuck, it's day now. Okay, so this room is pre-rendered, so if you hit C up, you'll get a different view. And the thing with this room is like, if you're in this mode, what's up, Skyward? So if you're in this mode, the camera has to move so that you can see the lady, and so you'll have to get around there at least to talk to her, and that's what we're seeing on your game feed. Okay, you have to be around there to talk to her. If you're in C up mode, you can actually target the lady from like around here and talk to her. So there's kind of a weird, there's some kind of weird combo of inputs of like talking to her after holding a direction for a few frames, which makes that you don't have to go as far and you don't have to come back as far. So you'll say 5 and 5. It's very subtle, but it's kind of okay. The problem is for randomizer, it's really good to have this view because Link is going to pull up what the item is on top, and then you can mash the text box without looking too much, and you can focus on your direction to get out of the door. While when you're in here, sometimes it's difficult to actually see what item Link is holding over his head, and you'll have to look at the text box, and so if you mash it too fast, you know, it can potentially get uncomfy. So yeah, that's the thing. All right, let's get back to your game feed after that try hard strat. This is really a try hard strat, so don't worry too much. There you want to roll. You definitely want to roll. Do you have this? Okay, when you're close to an NPC and you know you want to squeeze in a roll, but you don't want to do it too early, what I do is I keep my eyes on this button. This button will say something like talk, and then when you get away from the area that you can talk, it will say, what does it say, action or something? And you'll see the button flip, and then you know you can go for the roll. So yeah, so there was very likely a roll that you could squeeze in here. It says attack. Okay, so we're not doing routing, but what is the... Yeah, that was good movement, 2 rolls. Yeah, the camera panning makes the directions that you have to hold pretty weird, so I mean, fuck talking to that person. But yeah, those kind of movements, if you're used to like after Kiki playing Sunsong, just maybe check it out. And I think this guy is really difficult to talk to. And so you could move around there. Yeah, I wonder why it says attack on the button when you're actually rolling. I thought it says action. But yeah, I think they probably planned the roll to have a hitbox, but you know, you never know. But yeah, just in case, if you see yourself too close to an NPC, just check that box and you'll see when is the next time to roll. Okay, shooting gallery, let's take a look. Okay, you had preemptive shots. That's very good. Pre-shotting stuff like a madman. Okay, what I do here is I place this over the cactus here. And so there's only like a tiny window over there. And as soon as you see this going through the window, then my personal reaction time makes it that I just release B and I'm good to go. And then I know the rhythm for the second one. So that's how I do it. I mean, it's 2 frames once again, but honestly, that's the best I can do for you, is have you save a couple frames here and there. And then that's very left. That's really good. That's my cue. It's like kind of a distance between here and here. And I think you're even more left than what I do. So GG's with that. I think only ZFG gets more left than what you do. And there's a roll here, so that was good. Your roll timing is good here, and you've been walking that corner just to make sure you would cut it and have no bonk. That's really good habits of movement. Okay, 2 rolls here. Okay, I'll give you my tip for that. You see the line between those 2 pots, so I try to go with them right there. If you check 100% speedrun, that's what they do, is like you squeeze in a roll right here, like you be parallel to this line and like right shoulder would be touching. Yeah, don't worry, you don't have to say something each time. Obviously. Oh, and by the way, I have a pussy strat here that I do for rando. What I do is after a side So I target after the first roll, and around here I side hop, which gets me right there, and then I can forward and roll. It's slow. Don't do it. You're way over that level, so don't do it. But it's an option. The shitty part about that option is that if you side hop before those 3 pots, you're caged, and then you hate yourself. So yeah, don't do it. Yeah, there's a box movement that is really nice out there. Let me show you. Where is your thing? Okay, so we were here. By the way, from here, full down just gets you into the loading zone, so that's something you could know. All right, so let's check options. You have this one here. So it always seems like it's gonna break the left one, but you always break the right one. And then from here, it's nice to like swing the stick. Do I have sticks? Which save state did I just open? Okay, give me an S word. Okay, so you have time to position before hitting that trophy. And so what you can do is, what I usually do is before the trophy is available, I already backflip. So you'll be picking up the trophy. Why do I say the trophy? How do you call that? Token. You'll be picking up the token while you backflip. And then as soon as you land, you side hop to the right, backwalk. Those pots will push you into the door. So if we recap, damn, I really want to have something. Can I maybe get this one? Yeah. All right, cool. That was too fast. So that's what you could want to do. If you're short on money and you want 5, or even 10, what you can do is go slash that pot on the way back, and then you would go for rolls. It's 2, so after the pot, so you slash the pot and then you roll over there. You're aiming to pass here. You can squeeze in 2 rolls, slash that other pot, and then take this. So that's exactly the route that we do in Hondo. But it's a little slower. I think the box movement here is really nice. Kamina, what up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, in MMs you can have a hitbox during those stuff. Okay, let's get back to your gameplay. Okay, just a little thing. So I don't have an input viewer, but it feels like you were holding straight forward during this load. And that's something that is, it's a little gymnastic, but you do it for many areas. So I'm going to be picky on this one. I'm just going to pick the only time you didn't do it. If you know you want to go up left, you have to be holding up left as soon as you're in the load. So yeah, it's a little habit, but then every time you'll be hitting a load, you'll be having like, I need to hold something, and then just when you have a couple rolls before the loading zone, you'll be like, okay, what direction do I hold after this load? And you'll see there's never 20 options. So here it was up right or up left, whatever you want, and then you can go for it. Here it's pretty good. It was just sort of obvious that you slowed down approaching here because you didn't want to go completely on top, which is really good. But I suggest you check and count. What I personally do is, so because of a speedrun category that we had to be really fast here, I know from the middle, it's 8 before I hold down. So I'm pretty sure so long as you're on the flat, it's going to be the same thing. So if you start on the flat, then it's 8 side hops left. So then you can just go really quick, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. And then you'll take your stuff. For the second rupee, so that was 7. As soon as you see the first rupee, you can start using your joystick to influence to the right or to the left completely, and you'll still pick up the middle one. I'm sorry, that's once again like a 1 frame save, but you know, that's the only thing I can help with. So, for example, here, I'm pretty sure you want to go towards Hyrule Field. So, as soon as you see the first one over Link's head, which is around here, but honestly, like the reaction time will be that you'll be here when you see it. Then you can start holding full right, I'm pretty sure. You want to be safe, go down right, but full right is not so bad. Sí, en un solo intento puedes tomarte los 2 de 20. 60 no, pero 2 de 20 sí. Lo que tienes que hacer es no estar completamente al alto, pero aquí es muy bueno. But yeah, so you'll be saving a tiny bit. Tiny bit. And then if you don't care about health, because right now it feels like you've been rolling to not have like the damage situation, which led you into an awkward bonk. Pressing target gives you the opportunity to move immediately from whichever fall that you will take. Target will cancel the animation. So maybe it's a good thing that I show this. This is not the most useful place to learn about this. So that's the way I would do it. Did I just not take damage at all? I didn't take damage. Why am I not taking damage? Okay, only if you're at the very top you'll take damage. I didn't know this. I didn't know this. That's crazy. Okay, cool. So if you count your side hops, you don't even need to do that. But yeah, so if you don't do anything, Link will be stuck in a little bit of an animation by like being on the floor and be like, oh, I just broke my knees. If you're holding target at the moment you hit the ground, even if you heard like you can move immediately. And from here, a side hop is what will get you from 0 to 100 faster. And you can start moving to your next destination. So that's something that I would feel would be better than keeping this roll. And god damn it, if you know how many side hops to go for, then you're not even taking damage. That's so sick. You were hesitating to go for one more. Oh shit, I'm not showing. It really looks like you want to go for the chains again. Do I go for it? Do I not? And then you're like, okay, fuck it. I'll just skip money and go there. If not, then then that would be fine. I would make sure that like do not hesitate to backwalk into bits of walls. It's something that takes much experience to get comfy with, but your gameplay definitely shows that you're at a point that you can start doing this. So you want to go here, and you would be aiming here, and then this bit of wall is going to move you to the side. But the way it works for, how am I going to explain it? What is going to be the wall? Okay, this book is a wall. If Link is going this way, then the game will usually take a perpendicular to this to push you out. It will push you out like that because this is perpendicular to this. And this is something that we timed with Juke during the end of S3, because there was a famous backwalk grinding on a wall at the start if you wanted to go read the hint and then get the owl and still get Schrödinger chains. Yeah, linear algebra. And we realized that like you could be grinding at like 1 or 2 ESS angles on the wall and lose like 3 frames over 40 seconds of grinding. And we were amazed. Like, I thought you'd be losing like an entire second at least, you know, like 20 frames, but no, you're not. It's actually fine. So yeah, grinding on a wall basically does not lose time. It does, but the proportions are so small that like walking all the way over there until you're cleared this will lose more time. But right now, it honestly feels like you were going for the chains. You hesitated, so that's not really the point. But yeah, so don't hesitate to grind on walls. It's very nice. I use it a lot for example, for Valley. When you're in Hyrule Field, to go to Valley, I have a queue that is in the middle of a wall, and then I backwalk in the middle of the wall, and so I don't have to reuse my backwalk. Okay, so here is a good example of like, you want to take a decision. Any decision is fine, but you want to take one of them. So you went for 3 rolls. If you want to go for 3 rolls, you want to delay them a little bit more so that you're not walking so much at the very end. So you want to space them more. It's good. In this case, it usually means that you could rush 4 of them. You could almost mean Mido 4 of them. Like, use the turbo button. Is turbo allowed in randomizer? Is there any rule about that? Anyway, that's beside the point. So yeah, so you want to be choosing between 3 and 4 fast rolls. Fast rolls are cool. The fastest option for this movement is actually to, from here, you do a tiny step forward while targeting, and then it's 7 side hops to the left before holding down and pressing A, and it's like 4 frames faster. Hey, what's up, Swirly? What are we doing here? We're doing some coaching. So we're watching the gameplay of our buddy WordsforSwords, and we're trying to find tips that he may not know, or trying to exchange some experiences about like, hey, I think this is cool, this is not cool, and help the progression. Give some tips on what I would recommend that he focuses on to be faster next time. It's from the gameplay of a randomizer, but we're focusing on movement, like mechanical skills. So where he goes doesn't matter to me. I'm focusing on how he goes there. Okay. What up, Zoro? And yeah, Corpser, I know you're doing only speedruns, but it also applies to like speedruns. Knowing like my decision on this movement is this, no matter if your decision is good or bad, knowing what you want to do will make you so fast, like so fast. Okay. Now Cuckoos. Cuckoos is a tough game. Okay. There's actually a strat to... There's... Believe it or not, there are strats for Cuckoos. What I do for Cuckoos is I roll here, then flick left, target, then flick down and press A. Should I show you guys this? Fuck it, I'm showing it to you. Alright, I'm gonna show it to you. Warp, places, towns, Longmont Ranch, from field. Okay, so was it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down plus A? Yeah, it's 7 left. Hey, Talon, where are you? Okay, let's do something. I think I was practicing escape with this, so I'll just use title file. By the way, for people that are not too used with the practice room, the best way to practice, and it's in my the basics of advanced techniques. You stay on this screen, pop the menu, and warp from here. Okay. So I'll warp to Longmont Ranch from field. Skip the cutscene. Now check out my inventory. I have everything. It makes me so happy. Then is it night? The lights are on. It might be night. Throwing old chickens in one corner so you can find the right ones easier. That's not too bad. Fuck. Okay. Fuck this. So basically, what I do when I enter is a roll forward, then flick to the left. I want the camera to be here. You could be talking to Talon by just pressing A, but if there's a Cuckoo in front of you, you'll pick it up and lose time. So flick down and then talk to Talon, all right? Now, there's one thing I want you to notice is how low those Cuckoos peck. So you see how like their beak is always at the very least. What kind of size is this? Okay, can anyone beak really Okay, that's the lower that he will peck. It's like a good, how big is that? 25 centimeters, right? That's what she said. Anyway, you know what I mean. They will stop before the ground. The 3 Cuckoos that Talon is going to throw, those one, they peck until their beak is through the ground. And when I say through the ground, it is obvious when you know it. When you're used to watching it, it's really obvious. So you can actually recognize them without doing this. All right? So right now, the problem with the camera that you're using is that you can probably see where this one is going to land. But this one is always going to be close to a wall. The one that is over there is always going to be close to a corner. This one is the busy one. And this one is what the camera that I'm setting up before talking to Talon is aiming at doing more consistently. This is the one you run to and you got it first try. Did you see how low it was pecking? Do you see how the beak of this guy is through the ground, and like this line of the neck is like going under the horizontal area? This would not happen with a normal cuckoo. So this one is definitely the good one. You see how low is this? The entire neck is through the ground. It's not him. It's not him, it's him. Yeah. So you can actually get used to, if you play on emulator, which I think you do not hesitate to do a save state before this game and play it a couple times and just try to get used to watching this, and you'll see like you can save time with this. Stay Frosty, what up? Thank you so much for choosing my channel with the raid. Yo, Cabbage, what up? Nice glasses. Oh, we have Cabbage 78 and 78 Luna. Okay, okay. Maybe family members. Alright, so we're done with this. I think there's a roll you can do up until the door, but I always talk to Talon, so I don't do that. Okay, there was a little bit of a zigzag up in here, but it's okay. Oh yeah, you can pick up cuckoos and then it's super bad. Yeah, side hops are really fast as child, so I'm supposed to tell you that this is really good to do side hops here. I don't like it, but if you have good side hops, then side hops are really good. What side hops are really good for is actually taking this corner really nicely. The strat that I use as a comfy strat is I do one side hop and then keep holding right, roll and target, and then I can just run into Malin. What you could do, because you'll always have kind of a similar angle here, if you are trusting your side ops, is know how many until you pull out Ocarina, so then you don't need to watch. It looks like you overall side up 2 frames late. Yeah, I don't like this back walk, but I can understand, and I don't like these side hops. Yeah. You don't want to get away from those lines. Like, you want to hug the walls and go for rolls. Anything going over it will just overall lose time because of losing distance, even if you use a faster movement. So my advice for this section would be just go for rolls. Run in the corners to cut them really close as you were doing on the previous sections. And then once you pass this one, then you have a huge line. Then put a back walk that goes slightly into this wall. Yeah. Honestly, the first angle you had, I would have used it. Like, I would have used this camera angle, so then I'm over there and I can side hop left and be on the door. But yeah, you used a very similar one. Yeah, this angle is really good. It's really good. Then I think a good cue is to watch at the minimap, and when the ass of the yellow arrow is in the middle of the square, or maybe at the bottom of the square, side hop left, and oh my god, you're doing it perfect. Okay, those 2 rows. Damn, that's the hardest trick in the game. Okay, you wanted to go for it, you didn't go for it. That's none of my problem. You probably know side hop is the best option if you want to go pull that box. Fuck the lands. It's okay to do those side hops, that's true, but you have to like probably count them and then retarget the fence every time, and they're difficult to make them be fast. Oh yeah, this backwalk is weird. Setting up this backwalk is a really weird thing to do, because it feels like if you flick down, you would go over there, right? But actually, it's one of the rare instances of the game in which, like, it feels like your joystick is not angled properly to the camera. If you flick down backwalk, you'll end up over there for some reason. I hate it. So if you want to set up your angle fast here, always, like, make it seem like you're going over there. It's weird. Yeah, so you took 2 rolls to, like, make sure you're not grinding too much. And that's very good. Now when you see this corner, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the side hop. I would have used just release target with down, then move to down left and hit a roll with target, just to try to like keep the momentum going. If you side hop after backwalk, your speed going backward is actually goes to 0 immediately. So unless you're going completely to the left, then it's not too bad. You usually jump straight. Side hop gets you in the hole. Yeah, side hop does get you in the hole. If you have any doubt about side hop getting you in the hole, then you side hop. During the side hop, you release the joystick and keep holding A, which is the side hop button. In case that you hang to the stuff on first available frame to drop, you'll drop. But yeah, you'll be in the hole. And side hop is the fastest way to go down something. I have a question. You don't have to answer, but when I get out of a crawl space and target plus start, backwalking link starts backwalking, then hold for 1 moment and then continue backwalking. Yeah, this is camera oddities. If you're referring to the boulder maze to get the Kokiri sword, what I recommend you is to do a backflip, okay, or just roll down before flick up and then do your side hops. But yeah, instead of just backwalking, do a backflip or start moving before you get that stutter in your backwalk. After coming out of a crawl space for 1 frame, the control stick is inverted. Kind of, Cabbage. There's something that is kind of similar to this. It can act weirdly even after. Like if you backflip and then on the first available frame you try to side hop to the right, it will go left, and I hate it. Yeah, as a side note, this is typically a situation in which I would aim there and backwalk into the fence, especially because there's transparency here and you can see that you want to go there, and then just aim a little more to the right and backwalk into the fence. Yeah, no worries, Whirly. That was interesting. There's 1 frame where your controls invert. Oh. Yeah. Fantha is even more an expert than I am, for sure. So I'll go with hell yeah, Fantha, you're right. Salut Jared, est-ce que je me rappelle de toi? Ouais, carrément, ouais. So yeah, There's no way you could know because I told you that in the future of this, so it's alright. I like the side hop for this turn. It's not too bad. Yeah, this is a good choice for side hops, definitely. I don't know if you were hesitating or not, but this is the kind of situation that in order to save a few frames before you even gain control, you need to be holding a direction. So even if you hesitate, like I would like hesitate before, and then you want to be having a straight line towards this or this, whatever you want, as fast as possible. El Tony, thank you for the follow. The subscription, sorry, the tier 1 subscription. For the first month of your life, you are one of the slickest asphalt surfers. Congratulations. Alright, so yeah, holding a direction that you want to go is really important. So you're going to, I've already watched that. You're going to Kokiri Forest, and what you're going to do is something I did never even consider. It's funny because I think this is faster than what I do. Going over this. So I felt so dumb when I watched that because I would always aim a backwalk at the end of here, and then when I get past this, I would turn around and shoot for the trees. But I think you might actually be right, and just trying to cut into a straight line might be the best thing to do. So there's two options. One of them being like, you come from here, so your angle of vision is always going to be a little bit of the same, and maybe with the texture here and with the corner here, you could know where it is. If it wasn't a speedrun situation, I would try to get used to what I try to aim. So maybe there would be a patch that I try to aim for the backwalk or some kind of texture. If not, if I'm in a YOLO situation, then as soon as it's all the way downhill to where I go, I would turn around and aim. And right now, it's all the way downhill to seeing both of the trees that gets you to the entrance. So I would try to turn around ASAP just to aim again. You just used Sunsong to get the camera to turn to the trees, which is 7 head. So yeah, it's very good. It's very good. So yeah, a reminder, you are watching someone that plays really well. And yeah, here it felt like you wanted to keep going with backwalk, and I think this is overestimating how fast they are. It's overestimating how fast box movement is. Definitely, whenever you hit a wall that you're unexpected from a backwalk, just finish rolling. All right, turn around, watch where you go, and go rolling. All right. So definitely here, like trying to go for a side hop that keeps the backwalk for a couple more frames. A side hop is 7 frames, and we said it before. If where you want to go is behind you, you're losing those 7 frames by just not even going towards it. So it would mean that the future of your backwalk will save 7 frames over turning around to roll, and it's never gonna happen. So yeah, and here it was pretty good. It's funny, sometimes you have really good rolls, and here you had like a little bit of rushed rolls, and if I was more interested in the routing of the seed, I would say you were thinking of routing right now and you were hesitating, and it made you, or maybe you were doubting your routing and thinking like, oh shit, there might be better options and I gotta hurry or stuff like this. It could be interesting, but that's not what we're doing. Anyway, let's go. It's night. We're in Kokiri Forest. You held upright, which went in a straight line to this, so that's really good. That's good. You know you can save a stick if you step forward here. If you step forward a little bit, same time as the hit, you will have the slope, and the slope actually cancels the breaking animation of the stick. But you still have the hitbox out, so you don't break the stick and you still kill the skull. I always miss it and end up just losing 1 heart, but you know, it's a thing. Kind of left-right position, but after the side hop, you'll always be at the same place, and it's just straight down. What was your move here? Yeah, I think this is a little bit of overkill. It ends up being really nice. And here I don't know why you stopped the backwalk so early, but actually, like, you see how like you stepped forward, so you want to go okay, towards the camera. So you want to go over there, and you started by stepping over there. Now you're going this way, but you still want to go there. So I think taking it simple, like, go with a roll, cut the corner smooth, and set up your backwalk will be nice. You end up with a really nice, like, you're in a perfect position here, so okay, you kind of win. And here, keep backwalking. There's a sign here, there's a sign here, there's no way you can roll. Keep backwalk for a little longer. All right. Sword maze. I've been practicing sword maze like an hour and a half this afternoon. Out of this crawl space, I hate to say it because I can't even do it. It's too hard, but you could be holding up. It's so hard. It's immensely hard. You always get back into the crawl space because you backflip too late, or you do it too early and just nothing happens, or it doesn't target. Yeah, for random purposes, don't do it. Something that we found today. Yeah, by 1 frame, Mario. Or like, backflip is the exact distance to get pushed by the wall, which saves you 1 frame. You could do that with the backwalk, but then it's frame perfect to get that push, and then the backwalk could get a stutter. So it's kind of rough. Like, no, but honestly, yeah, 1 frame. Something I figured out today that I was 2 frames slower than doing the hold up into backflip. Was from here you hold down, do a roll, and after the roll, flick up and do 2 side ups to the right. So I honestly think the comfort option is this one. The comfort option is rolling down. That's my last word. But honestly, what you do is what I would recommend 99% of players. Is like, wait that you see that you have control and then flick a backflip. That's good. Yeah, the hold up strat, the thing is, like, for speedrun, the escape is such a sexy segment in which we're all comparing who has the biggest. And so we're all trying like completely retarded strats for half a frame. But yeah. My escape is bigger than yours, right? I'm so jealous. I also want to have a long one and a big one. So yeah, I'll be going for stupid strats. Me too. Okay. It looks like you sidewalked. So one thing weird about that sidewalk is that during this side hop, you should already be holding right and be ready to press A again. Okay? Just trust that your box movement is always going to pick up that rupee. And like you're trying to do frame perfect side hops here. Maybe you're trying to be one frame late. I'll give you the practice ROM that has the trainers. You'll see. Maybe I can show what the trainers are. So in the main menu, you'll have a trainer menu. And for example, if I want to do a side hop, then you'll have something on screen with very strong colors. Yo, I got a streak. And so that's something that you can train your side hops with. You have the same for rolls. Rolls, you can practice them against a wall. But I always like to do it like that. So yeah, those are the trainers. You have the same for equip swap, but for rando, equip swap is not a thing yet, or whatever. So yeah, you're trying to do fast side hops here. Yeah, that's gonna be helpful. You're definitely at a very, very good mechanical level. You want this one or you don't? That was weird. So it's once you backwalk from here, let's say that you won the rupee that is at the end. Yeah, this is an SGL practice race. You might get spoiled. Get fucked, Mario. I have no clue what I'm watching, honestly. I'm not participating to SGL. So what I do to know when to side up to the right. Oh, it's not one of the asyncs. Cool. Is when the C left button is touched by this wall, then I react to seeing it. I don't preemptively side up, but then it's time to side up. So you're doing very late and probably hitting the wall. So it's 6 side hop, you will land here, and then a little bit of sidewalk to the right will get you there. If you're a try hard, you will not sidewalk to the right, you will you would sidewalk down right, because you know you get closer to where you go. That's what we want. Yeah, and then it's 9 side hops to the right, 2 to get back, and a little bit of sidewalk down left. Hell yeah, get this half of a frame of time save. And yeah, unless you get what is called bush push, which is defeat Ganon no SRM finish. You know, these guys, they exchange pictures of bush push. Like, you know, some people would exchange feet picture. That's something else. Anyway, which saves you basically a little bit of the sidewalk. And it's so good because you can have a bigger escape. Yeah. And if you know this well, then you can just backwalk to the crawl space and like press down and A without turning the camera, which is going to be faster than just aiming for it. So yeah, sorry, this sequence was very nerdy just because it's at the very beginning of every speedrun, so we just do this over and over and try to save half frames with it. You're going the backflip route with this, which is, I guess, okay. What I usually do is backflip, side up backflip, and then side up to the right, and you get a really nice backwalk that doesn't get as many backflips, and you get more backwalk for your bucks. Because as a reminder, backflip is 6 speed or 5.5, basically the same as running. When you could be backwalking. You just started Defeat Ganon speedrunning. Now you feel embarrassed? Nah, it's okay. You can exchange pictures of Bush Push with your homies. Nah, it's okay. I'm just memeing. Don't worry. Don't worry. If you have any question about DG no SRM, then Trip, Habel are super helpful and they're really good homies. You can ask them. Should I show this? I think I should show this. Okay, disable the trainer. And how do I do this? Save state, child 1, escape, Link's house. All right, so we're in the crawl space. And here it's backwalk, side up, backwalk, and then side up again. And this gives you nice clearance. If you want to go left, then after this backflip, you hold down left. And then you can go to this side. Or if you want to go to Mido's house, you just keep backwalking and you're pretty good to go. Hold up, you know what you want to? What do you mean? Yeah, no matter where you go, you will do this in my eyes. You're giving me the doubt. Damn, you have a setup to actually land in Mido's house? I think it's slow, but it's kind of cool. And then you land directly there. Yeah, it's a bit slow. It's an old Marco setup? Really? Really? Weird. But yeah, so during the 2 side hops, same thing as before, like you're not going where you like you're cutting something like this. And like you're doing like this instead of trying to draw a line, and like since you have more distance, like drawing a straight line would be probably faster, but it's kind of cool and it's kind of comfy. Sometimes in randomizer you want to take those comfy choices of movement just because you want to write down something in your tracker, you want to think about your routing. So yeah, I'm not taking any of that into account. It was for after speaking to Saria? What do you mean after speaking to Saria? This Midas house was trash movement, you know it. That's okay, it's okay. Yeah, you failed. It's alright. It's no big deal. Midas house is actually difficult to navigate. No, but like this is definitely not the kind of thing that I'm looking for. Like just FF. Yeah, the kind of thing that I'm looking at is like, what do you try to do? I don't care if like what you tried to do is the correct thing and then you fail, then for me that's good. And I don't give a fuck that you failed. If you know what you want to do and what you want to do is one of the cool options, then we're all happy about it. So what happened here? If it was a small chest, you would have probably made it. And you also know about the shield to stop. So yeah. Here that was the problem. If you had shielded, like, when you were here, at this moment, he knew. He fucked up. At this moment, shield was a really good idea. Pretty sure. But yeah, then things went left and right. But you know, you made it at some point. Imagine. Imagine. Are you taking all of it? Okay. I think you watched my review of What the Hell, Tex. If you want to take everything, so it's good to start with one of these two. Because when you enter, you arrive around here. So you will take more advantage of having a full roll into Mido's house, which has been tasked to be 2 frames faster than going for one of the first chests. And then once you're in one of these, the best thing to do is then bonk to the one in front immediately, and then go diagonal so that you can once again use the speed of a roll to its fullest potential to your next destination, and then bonk in front and then leave the house. From this chest, it's kind of a weird angle, like it's not in the up left notch, it's a little lower, and I hate it. It's just not convenient. From this chest, it's straight left. So I really enjoy finishing with this chest. So what I usually do in rando is I enter, go this one, then go this one, then bonk into that, and straight left to the out. Since this, you've tried to roll straight bottom right chest. Yeah, that's what I do. Pretty well down now, just not in this race. Oh, okay, sorry. Well, it's gonna be in the video. If anyone else watches this, then you know all about Mido's house. The reason for me to get a little tech about Mido's house is on N64. Mido's house is one of the first thing you go to because there's 5, 5, and 1, and this is nice for a rupee route that gets 2 sticks and 5 nuts before leaving the forest. So we were actually like nerding stuff out, and we're like going there, then there, then there. There's a heart piece in here. Not a heart piece, a heart container here. Not a heart container, a recovery heart, and nobody wants that. And there's also Greg is in this chest. And if you're a madman, what you do is before entering Mido's house, you throw a rock, and if it gives you a rupee, then you can skip the Greg chest. And if you're a madman, you even if it doesn't, you enter and you skip the Greg chest, and on your way out, you throw rocks up until you get a rupee, and if it's too late, you just press reset. But that's beside the point. Lozuts used to do that. It would kill the fuck out of me. Oh. One thing here. If you want to go through the rocks, it's possible. I don't recommend doing it in rando, especially if free Zelda, because then he will spin around because you have ZL, and that sucks. But the tech is either side hop left and then hold left for a roll behind him, or you wait to gain control without holding a joystick direction and then flick a roll, like direction plus A, and it's usually down left. Or you could roll here, but like in rando, what you're doing is just really good, so don't worry. All right, where are we going right now? You are having a straight line, which is really good. Yeah, fuck this. Now, there's a tip for this, which is to go really close to it. Because side hop goes up. So, do you guys see? Yeah. So you could be like here, and it will jump on it. So the tip to not miss this is to actually get way closer than you think you would. All right? And then you'll miss it way less than if you try to hit it from here. So even this is pretty fast. And ideally what you want to do is when you're in the water and under this, you want to target it so that you stop moving to the sides, and it's going to redirect your momentum fully forward. All right, so hell yeah, let me miss it like this. All right, that's very minor optimization, but you see how you went, like you stayed over there. If you had gone right here, it was the same distance. But honestly, that was pretty fast. You could consider a back walk here, but honestly, keep it simple, go for rolls. I like this choice. Yeah, in this corridor, so your first line is pretty good. You're a little bit on the right and then picking a little on the left, but honestly, your line is quite good. Now, if you know these rolls and you want to, because every open deku and every closed deku, you're going to go through this movement. So just check it out for a few seconds. You'll see there's a little tip. It's like from here, you roll up right, and the camera is going to get pushed by this wall, and just move to the side, and then you'll be able to roll up left. What is funny is that you're going to do it on the next corner, if I remember correctly. Yeah, kind of. So yeah, then you don't target this. Now something that I was amazed the first time I watched is like this angle is perfect for the backwalk. This is the angle that you're going to take over there. And as I told you just before, do not hesitate to backwalk into walls like that. You won't lose that much time. So yeah, do not hesitate to backwalk into this wall. You just took this angle right now. You're gonna backflip over it? Oh. Yeah, I like this side hop too. I think it's side hop, hold left, press A and mash A, and then during the roll you'll talk to this. Okay, I do the same here. Yeah, that was pretty nice. I like the fact that you're not trying to go all the way over there. From here, you can side hop and make this gap. You're taking a little bit more caution, but don't worry about going too far for this side hop. It's not really needed. Now you're utilizing the side hop that stays 8.5 speed in the air, which is really good. And then you're going to abuse side hops, which is optimal. I would have gone for rolls, just to keep it simple and comfy. Side hops are better. They're faster. Now you're going for rolls. Side up here. Why not? The thing is, the angle here to start backwalking is kind of important. You want to take an angle like here. And this is where we differ. Like, you took a lot of time to take a backwalk angle that is not that good. You backwalk all the way to the second stone here? Oh, really? Yeah, uphill, not a big fan about side hops because you multiply the chances to get human error. So let's go to my game feed. Mido's trying to talk to me. Oh yeah, true. This guy wants to talk. All right. So you see how like you don't really need that thing? Okay, I should have done a side up here. What I like to do here is just cross here. And then from here, I tried to aim. You see where my sword button is? There's like a little break in the angle of the tree. I try to aim somewhere over there. What is nice from here is like you have time to write down the hint you just wrote, and with the backwalk, you'll get over that piece of tree, you know? And then you can either do a roll or 2 side hops to get to this one. So that's the movement that I like. Coucou Gogeta. Yo Rick Stark. Ça va et toi? All right, let's move on. And I think you're not trying the jump, so I'll try to explain the jump. I think those side ups were a little bit overkill. And yeah, you're not trying the jump. You had 7 sticks, so in my eyes, with the level of movement that you showed us, you gotta go for the trick. So here, same thing. Do you see how like there's a little break in the angle of this? So that's the first thing you want to look at. And now, should I go into paint for this? Okay. Paint. So the tree is like this, and like this. Yo, Charles-Sois.
Enjoy the stream.
Damn.
I hope it goes well.
14 months. And only Juan Rowe, Charles-Sois, you are one of the slickest asphalt surfers. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're on paint. Everyone's happy. So we're coming from here. That's where we arrive. And what we want to do is jump close to this angle. We want to jump close to this angle, and we want to have a little bit of an angle that goes towards there. The problem is, there's a structure here, okay? If we touch this wall before jumping, we're gonna lose speed and do a small jump, and then we're fucked, okay? So we're gonna take some margin and aim for here, okay? So try to leave like 1.5 feet. We're talking to US people, they use freedom units. So try to leave 1.5 feet, you know, over there. And then during the jump, you will be touching the wall around there, and you should be landing over here. If you do the same thing with a stick, then you can jump slash. And usually you will not break the stick. All right. Now let me try to do it and fail in front of everyone. Are you guys ready? So do you see the structure that I'm talking about? Do you see them? Hell yeah, I did it. It's actually difficult. But you can definitely get used to it. And then once you arrive here, what I do is I aim very much to the right, because you're gonna slide, and the fall is so high that you'll get the automatic roll. So you want to have this done. All right. With the stick, it's fairly easy. It depends if you want to use the stick or not, but yeah. So I'm trying to show how lenient it is, but yeah. The important thing, if you don't want to get the small jump, is to not go this way. All right. Yeah, that saves a lot. That really does save a lot. Then otherwise, on the other side, if you want to do the advanced strat of Deku, there's a timing on my YouTube, and you will see that like I was going really fast to position here, and I saved 4 seconds, which is not so much. Not so much, especially at a time that you want to be writing down stuff. It's not so much. So the way I did it is like, you see the line that you would jump or fall here. I try to be parallel to this line. Then if you just use forward, at some point you will fall. So forward is actually going to be my way to move to the right. And then there's this dark patch that you can see on Link's left arm. And basically, when you're past this, you should be in a good position to do a side hop and then move to the right. Okay. So I repeat, just move over there, keep holding up. You're completely past this little darker patch and side hop to the right. You have time to ride the hand during climbing up Deku. That's true. That's true. There's vines, so that's another opportunity to do things. Okay, so that's very small optimizations around the DK tree. Okay. We've talked about this before, but like, this is a very classic area, so you want to know how many rolls you want to do. There's no good option, you just want to know which one you want to use. So it's either 4 really delayed ones or 5 squished ones. I think 5 squished ones actually works a tiny bit better here. But it was really nice. At the entrance of the area, it looks like you were holding slightly right to up, which is good. I like it. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So, okay. Then from here, this is one of the hardest movement of the entire Deku tree. It's after you're done climbing these first set of vines. And that was really good. There's an easier way, which is like hold fully right, and then the camera will slightly pan to give you a good angle, but your first roll was absurdly good. This roll, oh my god, this is a Torge roll. If you have the same one here, then you can run Defeat Ganon with the old game stuff. You'll have the quickest ISG of the guys. So yeah, it's 3 really delayed rolls if you want to do the movement with 3, which is my personal preference. So delay them. You rushed 2 and 3. 2 and 3 you rushed a little bit. Okay, so you chose to do just 1 roll. You can rush 2 here if you want. It's a choice. And you do the try hard strat. I hate that strat. I hate this strat. So the reason why this strat doesn't save as much as it look is like with the side hop, you get a camera that is further away. And actually this cutscene is not always the same. It's based on when the scrub is outside of the screen of the frame. So you have to wait for the scrub to get away of the frame before you can actually get back control and get the rest of the cutscene. So this side hop puts you further, but you lose part of your time save because the camera is also unzoomed more and it takes more time for the scrub to move. So I personally go baby strat here and I just shield it and go forward. And I hate the ability of missing this shit for 2 frames and just lose 5 seconds. So, you know, you do you, I do me. But yeah, and then also like the roll pattern here becomes ass. But yeah, you did it well. You did it well. I'm gonna be a bitch here. You were holding up. You know you go up left. It's actually not really in the notch. It's between notches, but you know you go up left. So be holding up left right now. But it's honestly not that bad. There's just little habits that you'll save seconds out there. I was confused why you dropped here, but it's CSMC. I was so confused. So confused. Oh, here you did something interesting, which is you targeted the chest to have the camera be perpendicular to the chest. In randomizer, since you don't have the cutscene, then you don't have the randomized right and left cameras out of chests. So what you can do is you always have the choice, and honestly it takes a bit of time, but I'm pretty sure I now have it automatic and I target most chests, but you can decide which chests you want to target and which you want to not target in order to have the rest of your movement made easier, made more consistent. For example, this one, if you target it before, then you could be holding down while you mash the text. And you're saving all of your angle setup here. So be aware of that. You can target the chest before opening them and you will keep the perfect perpendicular angle until the end. Okay, a little bit of a nerd thing here is if you want to do those equips, that's cool. During this jump, you could have quick drawn. You could do a quick draw of the slingshot with the shield, and then you would have saved 2 frames, maybe 3, on getting the slingshot out to kill this skull. Also, when you target this, time lost. When you target this, like, okay, so you're not going first person, you're targeting it. What you want to do is keep moving towards where you want to go. Right here, what we've seen you do is target and stop. Keep running, keep holding forward, and just bomb the fuck into it. So yeah, do not stop. Oh, you want the angle for this one? Yeah. Okay, it's less RNG, but honestly, go for it. Do not hesitate. And try to get used to how it feels to hold up for 3 frames so that you can bait them into doing like a little move and then they'll stop after like, so they will do 1 frame of movement after getting baited. and so then they'll turn around and blah blah blah, and so you can keep going. So that's your like emergency strat. So yeah, the bottom one, I agree, kill it. The top one, this one, not a big fan. Also here, I think you're climbing up too much. There's a way to climb, and then when you go on the right, you don't have possibilities to hang here, and by holding right, you will slightly DI into being still on the ledge. I honestly have no clue how to do that, but there's a way. So if you want to save that one climb, then it's possible. Also, are you doing the sideways skippy skips? Nah, you're probably not aware of this. There's a mega try-hard thing to do on vines when you climb sideways. But like mega try-hard. Alright, let's go into Deku Tree. This is one side collision, right? Yeah, it is. Should I show? So you see how like, so here I'm baiting it, but I'm not baiting it enough so that it moves. You want to try to get used to this, and then you can move. Like bait it so that it does one movement and then get away. Yes, Skyward, but it can't save time. So the crazy shenanigan is like, you move to the left, you interrupt it with up left, and so you can start climbing left faster. So there's actually a way to like Korean backdash to the left, and it skips part of the animation of climbing left by jiggling between left and up left, or between right and up right. This is some kind of secret shit that no one wants to hear about, but it actually saves, you know, it's a thing. It exists. It does exist. So yeah, if you're into that kind of tech nerd shenanigans, this is a thing. I personally don't use it because it's just too much. But you know, in case you didn't, then now you do know. Okay, I really enjoy that. I don't give a fuck that you got hit, because what it tells me is that you tried to have a line that was as straight as possible to the door. You see how like you try to not get too much away? Like I see people grinding on that wall and it triggers the fuck out of me. I'd rather see you get hit by the skull because you were trying to go too fast, because that means your trajectories are good. So hell yeah, let's go. Here I think you could flick a roll, but I agree with you that if you don't know the limits, it's okay. I think the start of this room is really, it's a weird thing. So those doors that lift up and down, the door will not center links. So depending on if you open the door on the left or on the right, doing a roll or a side hop will become the best option or not. I hate those kind of cases, especially when like you end up being in the middle of the roll, nearby the stuff you want to interact with, and you have to wait for the end of the roll, and you feel like you're wasting your entire life. So yeah, the start of this room is a little weird. Not a big fan of like targeting that stops you. Like you do flick right, target, and here you still haven't moved, and it's been like a full second. So if you want to move the camera, then flick right and press A to get into a roll, and then you can target during the roll. The roll is linear so that you'll just whatever, but don't stay in place. Or hold right completely and just run at the torch, and the camera will pan with you slowly. Here's a weird shit move too, but I think from the torch, if you do an early roll here, then you can rush a second one here. Okay, and here, it looks like you're not very familiar with quick draws. So I have a YouTube video about quick draws, but you know, fuck it. I'll just explain. So you need a shield. I'll get myself an S word. And what am I gonna quick draw? Yeah, this. Okay. If it's first person items, then you need to be targeted. You press the item and then you press shield, and this quick draws. What is nice about it is that you could be running. So for the switch example, this is the perfect option. Okay? So you'll be out here, you use this. And then the shield will prevent to go into first person, like this. But you need to be holding target. You can do the same thing during a jump, and you will need to use target once again. Okay? For sword, if you use target, it will not work. So for sword or for bottle, what else? Hammer is automatic, BGS is automatic, stick is automatic. Yeah, just sword and bottle. It's the same thing, but it's without target. Okay, so without target, sword and bottle. With target, bow, boomerang, slingshot, anything that goes first person. And what is nice is, like, for example, I want to kill this skull out there. I just press the sling, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 frame, I got into Link's face. Okay? Now, if I have it in hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I saved 4 frames. So if there was a movement on my way there that was a good time to quick draw, then I want to quick draw. So then I'm going to save frames on using this item. So hook shot and bow, depending on the item, the amount of time that it takes and the amount of time that you save is going to be a little bit different. But the idea is that, and you want to be comfy with doing so. Where's my save? Wow, that's a far away save. I wanted to explain on doors like this, but anyway. You know, doors that lift up, doors that do not open like this, you can use the door as your shield. But for bottle and swords, it's difficult. But for first person items, it's really easy. You just press the item and then press A to open the door, and you'll get a quick draw. All right, cool. More precision on quick draws and shit like that. is on my YouTube. It's part of a series of 3 episodes that is called The Basics of Advanced Techniques. Anyone in chat, if you don't know, here's a link. All right, let's move on. We're at 11 minutes on 46 minutes, and it's been 2 hours. I'm taking too long. Oh, you do roll quick draws? Damn, I have to learn those. I don't think about the shield one much. Didn't know you could run with it. Yeah, you can run with it, and you can also, during a backwalk is the best. Is really awesome during a backwalk. And during jumps is nice too, but honestly, during backwalks is the most interesting. Oh yeah, you were killing this skull with a slingshot, which, you know, it's okay in my book. But why? I don't know. Ah, I see. So that while the token is appearing, you're going to the chest. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Ha. If you want, so what I would have done here is target before open. Is just target and A at the same time. And then you could have flick left side up, and the side hop would have gotten a bump from the chest, and you probably would have taken this within 7 frames, which would have been hella cool. Okay. Yeah. When you know there's only one roll, do not rush it. If you know you're gonna be running after, do not rush it. Make sure you're full speed before starting it. That's the rule of thumb. Is like, if you know you're not gonna squish 2, you're gonna be 1, and then there's gonna be space. Put some space just before. Make sure you're going full speed before that. The reason behind that is, like, on the 2 first frames of the roll, the speed of the roll is impacted by your previous speed. And that does a whole lot. Oxido for 7 months and only one roll. You are one of the slickest asphalt surfers. Yo Simon, Oxido pour le soutien, ça fait bien plaisir, j'espère que tu vas bien. Wait, what? You wanted to kill the spider with the stick or not? I'll just do as if you wanted to. So the spider is on this wall and it's in the middle of this wall. So you want to go, like, once you see this, you want to go a little further up. I like to be around here. It's not as easy. And then you want your flick to be... You got a bad angle? Okay. Yeah, you got an angle that was facing at this wall. You got an angle facing at this wall when you want it to be facing at this wall. So do not hesitate to be very left, and then you can correct it. Like, you can, like, look over here and then correct it after you start falling by just pushing Link over there. But yeah, then you saw you got a bad angle, decided to not waste your stick. That's good. I like the idea. How do you get this? You're going with the wall? That's cool. Yeah, and you kept climbing here. The way this strat works is, while mashing the text, you switch to holding left. And that is gonna make it. And then during the fall, you switch to holding up. And here you wasted a stick and used your shield. I see the method that you're using, but it's unnecessary. You could just be grabbing. But it's cool. You had the good knowledge of that strat, and that's pretty tight. I don't see that very often. Oh yeah, by the way, you see this little hook that you did here? I tested it, and like, it's really insanely precise to not make it. So just run at it, straight line. You don't understand how that works? Oh, really? Okay. Because that's my strat. So it's a little bit of the same as this. You see how, like, so I'm maintaining target. And even though I was climbing this wall, then the angle got given back to me afterwards. So if I get an angle and then I go off the vines, it will give me back this angle. If this angle is able to grab, then that's fine. The higher you are, the more downward velocity you'll have. If you have too much of it, you're not able to get the climbing animation. So if you climb too high up, you'll get fucked. That's basically the trick. So that's why, if as soon as you get the text, come on, Link. As soon as you get the text, you switch to holding the opposite direction, then you're good to go. One more thing that is a really tech nerd thing is like sometimes, so depending on walls, it will depend the distance that you have, but pressing A and holding down will sometimes cancel the last climb. You know, instead of doing that last climb, you can do this. And on some walls, for example, the wall of shame in Spirit, you save a fucking meter with that, which is like 3 climbs. You do it and just like this, you teleport up. That's insane. By just holding down and pressing A.
Moi aussi je veux être photo de vidéo, monsieur.
Ah oui, monsieur Ecola, bah envoyez-moi une vidéo. Alright, let's move on with your gameplay. Yeah, it's only 12 minutes. You do the try-hard stuff. So here what I can see is that you're flicking. Try to just orient the stick slightly in ESS position and have Link move in a continuous way. It will be easier for you to aim for cues here. What a try-hard, he did it unbuffered. Okay, especially if you're doing it unbuffered, don't pull the stick before grabbing. Oh shit, you don't have the good video? Wait. Let's watch that again. So here we can see you're flicking to get into position. Doing it unbuffered, pulling the stick that is on fire before. So the problem with that is like if you fail the jump, you could get the jump and not get the grab, watch out. Then you wasted your flame storage. And you don't want to do that. Yeah. What I do about this is I stand over there. So then I can jump slash into the wall without getting the recoil. And with this little bit of forward momentum, I'll get anti-gravity on this ceiling, which will make me swim very few. Okay, then here it's 2 rolls to this one before getting oriented to the second one. What you do is actually a bit faster than what I do, but I don't know if you master it. And then that's correct. And then that's very correct. You see how close the camera is to the scrub? So this will illustrate what I was saying earlier. The cutscene will start as soon as it's out of the frame, and it will be a lot less time than with the side hop. Before I was having fun doing a side hop to the right because I thought it would be faster because I'm closer to the door, and I learned from my buddies that are doing defeat Ganon speedruns that it's bad. It's bad. I was actually losing time because the scrub was taking longer to get out of the frame. Okay. Here, I'm shaking in my boots. What is this? What am I watching? You try to do the side hops here? What am I watching? Fuck. Yeah, so what was it again? Broken Deku stick Goma. So yeah, let's have this guy shut up. As soon as you enter, flick down, target, and then side hop and jump slash. Any frame of the jump slash will get a broken stick. If you jump slash on the door, it's you need your flick down to be precise. If your flick down wasn't precise and if you overstepped, then better be jump slashing over there. And missed it? Fuck. Really? And it will work on any frame of the, like, yeah, any frame of the side hop will work. And you could also wait to land. Maybe what happened is like you need to be on neutral with the joystick when you press jump slash. No holding up. So yeah, and this is really fast. It's really, really fast. So I'm a fucking monkey on this because I should be pulling stick while flicking down and not waiting for the camera to set behind me. But anyway, this is a fast strat, and it's really good. I think you should be using that. You're definitely way over the skill level of doing such thing. I think you go try hard here. Yeah. I don't know how consistent you are doing this, but that's not a good idea, honestly. I checked the frame data for that. It's not tasty. It's really not. When you have plenty of nuts, you want to use a nut. You had a 3 cycle yesterday? Okay. So the tip for this is that when you see the first crouch stab go, you have to release shield. Most people fail to do the nut quick enough because they don't release shield fast enough. You can release shield as soon as the stab is gone, not before. You'll cancel the stab. But as soon as the stab is gone, release shield. That's where the difficulty is, and then you can mash nut. And it will be very, very consistent. Difficulty is to release shield. Yeah, exactly, Skyward. The release shield is the tip that makes things work really nicely. Did you try to do the jump slash thing here? It looked like you tried. You tried, right? You tried? Okay, cool. Hey. Look at this tech nerd doing the jump slash that, you know, saves -3 frames. It's really hard to save time with this, but it looks cool. Oh, you knew I'd be watching? Hell yeah. He tried to task climb. Bro, Tsundere was consistent at task climbing this. I was amazed. He had a diagonal on his controller that would actually get the angle. I was so jealous. So task climb is when you get the pop up and you don't need to jump slash. Link lands on his feet. How does task climb work? Precise position, precise climbing, precise angle to influence Link during the short time that he's in the air, and then it has to be grounded. It's depending on where, it's pretty hard. Okay, this is all good. That's pretty good too. That's nice. You tried to avoid talking to this little hole. Okay. Here, I know I'm usually saying to play it simple, but here it's really nice to set up a backwalk. And when you want to set up a backwalk after that kind of a jump, we tested it with G-Skate, but it's actually better to like hold neutral from here and then just flick down backwalk just to maximize the distance of your backwalk. And what you do there is, like, when you're around here in the backwalk, when you're in position to read this during the backwalk, you throw a nut, read the stuff, and then you'll just be in position to go talk to it straight after. It's a really comfy movement for this area, so I would definitely recommend it. Okay. You go do the game here? Okay, weird. The way this works... So the way this works is we do the same in Hundo. You shoot from this corner. Oh, come on. Deku seeds and arrows. So you shoot from this corner, you get the reward. You'll get the same angle with the reward. Don't worry about the cutscene. I'm sure you haven't seen that in a long time. So you get the reward. From this reward angle, target, side up, backflip. And this gets you on the tree trunk. So that's a setup. That's a clean setup. Works every time. The way I do it, if I don't have slingshot, I'm gonna give it to you, is I walk up to this spot by being parallel to the log. So I just walk straight here, and then I do an upright roll. And from this upright roll, I try to not go too far so that I don't target the wall. And a side up will put me on it. It's quite lenient. But that's kind of like the general idea that I use to aim at this. Alright, you're gonna be playing this amazing game. Okay. That's good. Oh yeah, and you did box movement here. I hate box movement. I really think it's inefficient. And it's funny because you dropped box movement at the end. Man, you could have kept going. But yeah. Cut corners, go for diagonals, and you know. How can I put it? Yeah, I mean, you see what I mean. Like, the distance you are going for is bigger than what you could have gone for if you went for rolls. And it's been timed in Lost Woods, and it actually doesn't save time to go box movement. It usually loses time, unless you do some task bullshit. But yeah, and especially for humans that don't have perfect side ops, you'll be losing time doing that. So whenever you can, go for the rolls, cut the corners, and you'll be faster. Although in a randomizer environment, you could be thinking of going for such box movement in case you are like in a heavy thinking moment, or you have been collecting much info and now you need to type it into the tracker. So a backwalk is actually what you need to get a free hand. But other than that, you're actually losing time here. Oh, you're doing this? Yo, that's sick. I never thought of this nut. That's clean. Alright, cool. That was really clean. Serenade. Just side note, it looked like you did not know which camera you were gonna get. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get this camera every time you get a song here. So be aware, if you want to go to the right, like be holding right before. Also here, you knew I was gonna shit on this moment, right? Nah, it's okay. I would have actually stuck to the backwalk even if it was going to go over there. But recently I saw someone doing something quite smart, which is he targeted here and then side hop turn around. And I was like, yo, this is 7 head. Cause like you're paying by using a side hop that doesn't get you any further. Like you're losing a tiny bit of time with that side hop, but then it makes your life so easy, you know? Like I would definitely consider like finding, I mean, the queue is gonna be from here to here. It's a boulevard, so yeah, targeting the wall seems so slow, but Wally, check this out. Yeah, targeting the wall was a good idea, right? and it's honestly not this slow, and it's a good use of I want to be comfy. Targeted by the hint and count the side hops. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I believe that was the worst you left SFM, and there was a roll here, by the way. That is enough for a roll. Also, yeah, I'm gonna be picky on that, but here you're gonna walk forward and then backflip. Flick down backflip was the play. But yeah, that was okay. It's no big deal. Pull the stick during the side hop. Pulling the stick takes 4 frames, so side hop is 7. You want to try to like overlap. But it seemed like you were hesitating, like maybe not remembering exactly what you wanted to do. Now here you're doing something. So I'll give you my cue. You see at the end, there are those, how do you say? Brighter, darker, brighter, darker, brighter, and they're very compact. This is my cue to know that the chest will appear on this line. And then I kind of get used to where on this line it's going to appear. And it's basically around there. And what I do when I enter this room, I just run to this place, and that's it. And then I stand there. The first wolf that attack, I turn my back to him, and then I crouch stab him, and because I crouch stab him, my back is turned to the other one, which forces... Okay, maybe you don't know, but gray wolves are more likely to attack if you turn your back to them. It's not the same for the white ones. White ones are more likely to attack if you target them. But yeah, if you turn your back to them, they're more likely to do the double attack and then turn around. So that's the way you want to bait them. And then I tried to be like in front of the chest, so that during the end of the cutscene of the chest appearing, I can start mashing A. So the chest is going to be right there. And I would actually go for this stick later. And, you know, like try to be there, mash A, and boom, be opening here. But honestly, it was pretty fast what you did. And then, yeah. Never try to target the chest and backwalk in this precise grotto. It doesn't work. You end up here, and then you hate yourself. And you never want to hate yourself, right? Alright, cool. That was fast. Good. Okay. If you quick draw before the first roll, then you can shoot before they do. But you need to quick draw. You can with a curved backwalk. Fuck curved backwalk, man. You always end up sidewalking. You have a habit, I didn't notice that the first time I watched it, but you have a habit to drop choose without targeting. It's a habit you want to lose. I'll show you why. Rolling instead of backwalking. For this grotto, backwalking is super strong. Rolling, you have trees, you have the gossip stone and stuff like that. So I'm not a big fan, especially in randomizers, since you can have your angle already set. But I guess rolling is quite alright too. Backwalking seems slow to you? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Thing is, your second roll, maybe one, and then your second roll is gonna have this or the slope. Yeah, because of the acceleration. Yeah, that's true. Okay. So real quick, I'll go to Lon Southgate. For example, like, so if you have a chew and you're running and you shield drop, then Link will be stopping. And then if you run and try to slash the chew, then the chew will outspeed you. Well, if you hold target, you'll keep running and the chew will take more time to outspeed you. And that's the way that you can slash chews on the ground, is by dropping the chew and then releasing target to shield. Yo, what up, Keno? Simmer pour le raid. So that's the way if you want to shield chews. And this really shows you that like Link keeps running while dropping the chew. And that's important. That saves you a little bit of speed. Pressing shield is a really good option if you want to kill your speed completely. So, you know, when you have to do those turns or when you're in front of a chest you want to open, I really enjoy that option. Like, boom, boom, then I open, stuff like that. So, yeah. J'espère que c'était cool ton stream, Keno. On est en train de faire un petit peu de coaching par ici. J'ai les doigts qui me démangent, j'ai envie de jouer. I want to play. Okay, let's keep moving. I'm barely in the middle. I promised I would do the 45 minutes. Ah, c'était la race de papy. What up, Yuzo? Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was pretty smart to use the nut so that he couldn't jump over it. And then you don't really care where you talk to him because you're gonna move. Yeah. Fuck for Roar was an interesting choice. But you do you. The fishing pond! Bro, I am the best fisherman in the entire randomizer community. No one beats me. Okay, so first thing is it's a 3-roll movement up to the spot. 1, 2, 3. Stop. You want to have the water barely touching your shorts or knee size so that when the fish is close to you, the water is going to be so shallow that it's going to start jumping out of the water. And when it jumps out of the water, then you can pull it really quick. Yeah, I know it's going to be perfect catch. I know. But well, you did one extra roll. And yes, you're going to be more consistent if you're further away from the water. And then you know about the camera. But you see, for example, you're a little too much inside the water here. You know about pressing A to stop the bait from going too far? Like if you press B to throw and then A immediately, like it will go like really close. You know about the turbo with R. I know you know about the camera. You're gonna do it right now. Boom. Juan Olaf van der Belut, the king of the fishermen. So yeah, that was really good fishing. You'll be a tiny bit more consistent if you're a little bit further out of water. Yeah, I was thinking about if that is a good choice or not, because yeah. So let's imagine you're not going to this guy. I think you still want to swim over there. Swimming speed is like top speed is 4.4, and then you're oscillating between 3.7 and 4.4. I think that's it. Running speed is 5.5 as a child. Rolling tops around 8, 8.5. Backwalk is 8.5 or 9. So yeah, I think swimming to the land anyway and then walking over there could be timed, but it's usually gonna be a good option. Like if you're doubting, always swim to the land. Like that's a no-brainer. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, you're taking the out. Okay. Yeah, you didn't know what you were doing, but I don't know what you were doing either. So for this backwalk, I have a cue is when the point of the yellow arrow is inside the square, I turn around and talk. And you can roll and talk during the roll, so you can actually like turn around, roll, and mash A, and it's kind of fast. Here you could inverted cam and then backflip over this, but fuck it. It's not that fast. Alright, we're going adult, right? One down, then start going diagonal. Yeah, that's very good market movement. Market movement is goddamn hard. Here it's 2, 2, and then cut the corner. That's good. Okay, in rando, you will be past the pillars when you enter Temple of Time, so never start backwalking. Never start backwalking before the side hop, because when you backwalk, you have an acceleration process to get to max speed. And then when you side hop, you get back to 0. And when you land your side hop, you get back to 0. So you have to go back to the acceleration process. So you get twice the acceleration process, which loses 7 frames. I think so, right? Oh yeah, about time of day, yeah. That's kind of routing. Let's not care too much about that. But I agree. Bridge animation. If it was day, then you don't have to wait for it to go down. That's true. It's probably bigger than 99% of the time saves I've been talking about today, but it's routing related. Routing is incredibly strong. Like we're talking about mechanical scales and stuff like that, but in randomizer, routing is OP. Like so OP. Yeah, I think what is called execution in randomizer, I think it's like 2% of your win condition. A turnaround side hop, and during the side hop, hold down. All the time. Child or adult, all the time. Turnaround side hop. Or side hop turnaround if you want. But I think turnaround side hop is better. You'll be past the pillars. You'll only be before the pillars if you have the entrance cutscene, but in rando you won't have it. In my opinion, it's 2%. But yeah. Oh, it's my game. There's a cow that is doing the noise of a cow, and I was hearing it on the side, and I was like, is there something in my room? No, there isn't. Good execution lets you have more time to think about routing. No, I'll disagree with that. Okay, so if you know you want to go for rolls to aim at that, then you want to skip that side hop. And just wait to be around here. So wait to see the light. When you see the light, you hold down left, roll, and then go a straight line instead of doing this. I personally stopped doing that, and I do like you, I do the side hop. Thing is, I do it after I get pushed by this in order to get straight in front of the Master Sword. And what I do is I wait for the second set of stairs to roll down and mash A, and it's guaranteed. So pick your poison, but here, turning around this early to do rolls, no bueno. Sorry. Damn, it's gonna be a long video. Alright, we're adult. Okay, we talked about this before, so no big deal. As adult, I do 2 rolls here. Yeah, good. Alright. That's very good market movement. Market movement is so difficult, and what you did here was really good. So GG's. That's pretty nice too. Okay, where are we going? Yeah, you crouch when you drop choose. That's true. Try to use target. And also, you can try to get used to rolling into the Chew explosion so that you get invulnerability frames. Especially for CSMC, in which you're not gonna have that much health. It should be really good. Target, shield, run is the skill I need to build. That's true. We've been saying it a couple times. Back walking up the stairs was a good idea. Alright, where are we going? Party house? Oh, we're going here? Okay. Whoa, quick grow jump slash? Okay, okay. It's frame perfect. Oh, by the way, as adults on small chests, if you jump slash, you'll get an animation cancel and land right in front of it. in this case, I think it's kind of cool. And it looks good. Alright, where are we going? I say no to this box movement. I say no. Yeah, just go rolling in my eyes. Okay. I like the shield. Let's stop here. Alright, that was good. Whoa, small jump, getting lucky, going fast. Do you press A to climb? I don't think you do. Don't forget to press A to climb. That's a lot of time save. Okay, that's good movement. That's really good. On everything. On literally everything. Always press A to climb. I think my personal movement is I hold up left when entering so that I get closer here. And then 2 side hops, hold right for like 1 step and roll. Which avoids going there because the camera will pan while I hold right and get me in front of that dude. Good. Hold the direction. You know where you want to go. You want to go straight up. Hold up. You waited here. Okay, here I enjoy flick up left, side hop right. I'm not even sure it saves time, but like jump is 6, side hop is 8.5. In the air it lasts longer, so that's my take. But it's not. I don't think it's that good of an idea. You go backflip here? Yeah, why not? Taking seed bags? If you can avoid the roll on landing here, you'll be faster. If you see that during the jump you already have the angle, then just go for it on landing. So you have to be neutral to not force it. Do you buffer grabs here? It looked like you did not, but I can't be sure. Do you know about buffering grabs? I'll wait for your response. Okay, so you know about buffering grabs. Yeah, that's a pretty important tech. Iron boots. Why don't you get pushed by the Poe? So to get pushed by the Poe, the trick is you have to stand over here a little bit to bait him. And you have to bait him so that the angle that he attacks you is already the good angle to hit you. At a certain point of the fall? What do you mean? The speed of a side hop during a fall is constant. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's funny because for me, it's really muscle memory. When I got back to doing speedruns, like I would bait the Poe, open this, and then go peek at that. And I was like, fuck, dude, just go to damn play. What are you doing? And it was like engraved in muscle memory. Okay, I'm gonna give you one of my secrets. So one of my secrets, you know about if you press a cutscene item while you're in the air, it stops timers. Well, in randomizer, you always have Ocarina on D-pad down. So during this jump, you can press D-pad down and cancel the timer and save about 1 second on your finish time so that you can impress the ladies by having extremely low damper race times. All right, but that's a secret. Don't tell anyone. I think you're fast enough to do a double roll here. So 1 here is good. And then rush 2 here. You'll be a bit further, but it's gonna be fine. It's a tiny bit faster. Also, that was this corridor is 3. So 1, 2, and then this one is a little more right than upright. Than up. A little more right than up. It's not completely upright. But you can squiz 1 more here. Don't delay them too much, because you want to do the camera manip. Oh, and you touch the camera here. It's definitely preference, but you see from here, if you just hold right into the notch, you do 1 roll, and then a second one, and it will do boom, boom, and you'll be here with perfect lines. And you'll end up here. So it's a really comfy camera manipulation. The camera will get pushed by the walls and just follow you into this. And it's really, really comfy. Going safe here, good option. Your trajectories are overall really nice. So you probably know about your next line here in this corridor. You have to choose between 4 very delayed or 5 rushed. And usually what I do, it depends how the rolls ended up. So for example here, your rolls ended up kind of early, so I would choose the 5 rushed in this case and start them like right now. 1, 3, 4. Okay, you chose the 4 spaced. Yeah, that was a really, really good damper race. Very good. And you get a bomb back. That's dope. Oh yeah, something I realized just recently is like, I don't know why we backwalk out of this. So it works on both sides. And just aiming is so much harder backwalking than going forward. And I just don't know why. Why do we all do this? I was doing it. And I just recently started wondering, like, why the fuck am I doing this? I could just step forward. You copy? I do too. That was buffered. I usually try to get a slight angle on that last roll just before pulling the ocarina, just so that he's not in my way after that. Like, to be on the side. And yeah, rolls out of this one is really good because I always end up targeting the re-dead. Very good. Your line was a little more on the right here. So your line is here. Right there. The loading zone is from this corner to this corner. Your line is right here. Make sure you hold that line. Yeah, zigzag is way faster. So you see you're going a little bit in the middle. The loading zone is from here to here. So just hold the line. Where are we going? Okay. I don't like these side hops, but I do them too. They're okay overall, but you could be holding slightly to the right of up when you enter DMT, just so that you'll be aiming there. And then that was, you had a roll here. Like roll and target, you'll get a camera that is there sooner. Especially because you... Oh shit, you're doing this? You know you can jump slash this skull. Okay, that was weird. I'm confused. Okay, so if you want for the bomb, you pull the bomb right when you're past this corner, and then you can run and it will explode as you get there. Yeah, you can jump slash that one. You just need to be not too close to the wall. Need to be like a couple steps back, and you can jump slash that one. Okay, you want to be grinding a little bit more, otherwise you're gonna get caught into this corner. That was okay. Okay. You want to DI a little to the right during this jump. Like you want to jump over there. A little more, just so that there's one roll. It's true, you can do this. I think you can get the bomb out like even faster if like from here you go there, flick up right, and then you shield drop the bomb and side hop left. So that you could have pulled the bomb earlier, but this is already really fast. You want to squeeze in one roll after reading that. Like one roll down is just perfect camera here to like hug this corner and not go too far. Climbing here with A, rolling into it. Yeah, you hesitated here, so fuck it. But yeah, pulling the bomb too late. That was potentially a decent backwalk. Pulling the bomb a bit late too. Could have been a double roll. Small details, but from what I'm seeing, it looks like the adult segment has gotten less work. For example, you know you're going to the right at the end of this corridor and you're still holding the left. You don't get these often, so you don't know the timing? Okay. It's still pretty good. Oh, you gotta learn this strat here. There's a strat that you throw a bomb in this corner over there and then immediately throw a bomb here. So the aiming doesn't matter at all. At all. Like, you don't give a fuck where these bombs end up. It's somewhere there and then somewhere there over the rainbow. Doesn't matter. What does matter is that they're really close to each other. So it's pull, throw, pull. That's the important part. The rest doesn't matter. Pull, throw, pull. And you'll get it every time. Because this is quite slow. And after pull, throw, pull, it's 3 rolls before pulling another bomb and just running at this wall. And this wall will be exploded while during the other cutscene. And you don't take damage during cutscenes, so you don't need to space. I'm going a little bit faster because the idea behind the stuff that I'm saying, I have explained it already. Yeah, I'm really not a big fan of that. In my eyes, the best strat is to shoulder bump this guy on the way to the chest. And then you mash B after getting your reward, which will slash him. So you got hit twice, 3 times. Oh yeah, but it's a small chest, so you don't give a fuck. Yeah. Okay, that sucks. And what's a good strat? Yeah. So slash it, roll down towards the camera, and then forward slash him again, and then roll down again. And face the wall. If you want to avoid damage, you face this wall and C up. C up has weird properties of you won't get hit. It's super weird. It's also a way to get ISGs with choose. No, getting the chest won't be faster because it will freeze time. So it will also freeze him. Oh, this don't target. Open in the middle. And then here, no matter if it's right or left, it will get you the slight angle so that you're in a good position to do the jump afterwards. 6 backflips, and then you'll be like almost already oriented to do the jump. You'll just have to deviate a little bit from down. It's really cool. That's a toxic oxygen strat. I mean, any strat in this is there. The room opening is based on his deaths, though. That's why you try to hit him first. Yeah, but the thing is, you saw that there's a little pause time between the first and the second hit, and you want to be opening the chest during that, so you overlap those 2 waiting times. And then you'll be slashing him and getting to the door, and you'll barely wait at the door. So I'm pretty sure that just shoulder bump, open chest, slash is faster if you want to open the chest. And if not, slash, roll back, slash again, and go to door. So, you know, what I was saying was to, so you get slight angles, and then you're really nicely prepared for those jumps. When you're in the middle, getting those jumps is super monk ass. But if you have the camera angles, It's 50-50 right or left, but both work. Then it's really good. That's really good. Really, really good. To be hugging the vines so that it grabs as soon as you're done taking the hit, that's perfect. Awesome. Target, turn around, target. Yeah, target, turn around, backwalk. Then during the backwalk, you will feel the change of steepness here. When you're done feeling the change of steepness, you roll down. Then you'll get the jump. Landing on the jump, roll down target, turn around target. I don't think that's clear. I'll show you. So you're doing here, change of steepness, roll target, turn around target. That's the way that you'll never target anyone. Okay? I'll show it once again. Go steep down, change of steepness, I turn around, roll, turn around. So I caught that from ZFG recently. Yo, Hugo. I'm doing a coaching session for a friend, and it's going really nice. We're sharing tips. Back and forth for a while. So the big trick is after the landing, what I used to do before was this. But this is a bit precise. Like you need this guy to be far enough. But if on landing you do another roll in which you target before turning around and target, it feels guaranteed. I saw ZFG do that and I tried it, and since then I really love it. I want to play. Alright, so what are we watching now? You're gonna YOLO this jump, are you not? You are. So yeah, side up, side roll. You know the setup, side up, side roll? Do you know it? I'm sure you know it. Salut, Juge. So yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, with your skill level, you're planning on doing tournaments, right? Like, what I'm watching is top 32 mechanical skills. So, yeah. You really need consistency for that. And, okay. Let's imagine you want to do YOLO. You want to decide which thing you go for. So for example, I could go there and then DI to the left because I want to aim for the left part. Or I could intentionally like DI to the right to get the other grab. But just make sure you decide which one you go for. I think the left one, this one, is easier. Oh shit, I'm on the video? Shit. So going for left grab here, I think is easier. right grab, it's different angles. It feels like you would need angles like that, and if you have angles like that, then touching this wall will slow you down before jumping. Like slow you down a lot. So maybe you want this. Another thing you could do, which is a little faster than the setup, is actually do the same thing as the setup, but so close in front that I think you roll the stick from up to up left. Yeah, like this. And what's nice is that if you want to go to the bomb chest, then you can do side ups. Okay. That's really handy. For example, if you're just climbing the ladder, you could do this, and it's nice. Okay. All right, let's move on with your gameplay. All right. Ooh. That's a lot of effort. That's a lot of effort. Okay. The important thing to remember when you store a ground jump is like the ground jump is gonna push you. See how it pushed me from the wall? I was almost stuck to the wall and it pushed me all that distance. So if I want to go there and sorry. If I want to go there and I store a ground jump facing here, then I went there. Now I'm back, and now I'm going there again. So I cover this little amount of distance 3 times. So it seems like it's not much, but if you do like 20 ground jumps in a run, no, you're never gonna do 20. But if you do 5, or it's a little bit of time. So for example here, do I have strength? I do. So what I like to do is throw before I get there and then store like this, so that the storing actually pushes me, and after the storing, I can roll down and then ground jump even before being on the actual thing, because what's gonna happen is during a ground jump, like, so you start going backward because it's like a backflip, but then you can actually move very far forward. So do not hesitate to launch your ground jump before getting to the wall. This is key in Sacred Forest Meadow, for example, to avoid the moblin. The key is don't wait to be at the wall before doing the ground jump. So yeah, here the key is to throw before the wall, and then you space like that, and then you press A and shield at the same time. With targeting. Boom, at the same time. And you'll get everything. How is this strat? There's a way to do this. Yeah. Goddamn, that's try hard. But yeah, the early throw so that it's not too far is pretty good, and then you can do just a left inch to set up your distance before even climbing, so that I really like to have the bum in front so that you can visualize the distance. You don't have to estimate with the perspective. It's here and here, and put link here, the bum is here. It's really nice. I enjoy it a lot. You going for a try hard strat here? I feel like you do. Okay. No, you're not. Oh, kind of. Did it work? It didn't work. Anyway. Now you do. You do the one in which you you grab and then get back up, turn around. Yeah, I'll try to show what I do. I haven't played Rando in a while, so I hope I didn't forget it. Okay, one thing to know here is pulling the bomb earlier. It's not fully true, but doesn't matter. When the bomb is going to touch the eye of the statue, the fuse will reset. Very odd thing. Very weird. So don't worry about pulling the bomb earlier. It sucks. Now, if you do things like that, it should skip the cutscene in Rando. I don't know why it didn't here. Why does it not? It's because I did a save state. It's, believe me. It works. Believe me. And if you don't do this one, Rando is 1.0. For sure. No doubt. Oh, and my practice ROM is 1.2. Yeah, that might be it. I think Marco had a way that he was doing something like this. No, even, yeah, I think he was even doing something like this, and he was managing to pull both, which is nice because if you have no shield, that was very efficient. That was like very, very efficient. I never learned it. All right. So 10 minutes left. If you can, do a side hop here. Yes, someone doing the back walk. Hell yeah. Oh my god, thank you. To fuck things that are on the ground, do not hesitate to crouch stab. Crouch stab is really handy for stuff that are on the ground. Oh, okay. So please always turn your back to where you go when you're storing a ground jump. You'll save a shit lot of time. And if you want, and let's be honest, it's coaching session, so I'll act like a coach. stop doing this bullshit of fucking this, and then you have to set up your distance, and it's the worst of all worlds. It's like you have to set your distance. You're losing time because you need to draw the sword. You have to stay targeted, so quick drawing the sword is completely weird to do. And it provides no comfort besides recoiling on a wall that sets your distance to the bomb. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. I don't know why people learn this. I think it's because the instructions are easy. But what I do recommend is place a bomb on the ground like this. So press bomb twice, quick draw the sword, A then target. What's really nice with this is that you don't need to set up your distance. If you get used to it, you can do it really fast. You went against the wall for a distance? Yeah. And you could also do it even faster by pressing A and target at the same time. Yeah, holding shield the whole time. I have a video for ground jump in which I explained particularly this one. I also explained the other ones, but I explained particularly this one. So yeah, that's the one that I recommend. Especially, this comes in handy for stuff like Ice Cavern. Because in Ice Cavern, it's slippery, so setting up your distance on a slippery ground is just hell. So doing the crouch way is really lovely because you don't need to set your distance. And that's a huge perk. And then you stay crouch, which goes very well with the fact of quick drawing the sword. So I really like it. If you have a stick as child, it's the same. I just unequipped my bombs. GG's. And it works with the bow too. Yeah, that's what I remembered. Yo, what's up, Rio? Bah, t'arrives un peu tard, c'est presque fini. Ça va faire... putain, ça va faire 4 heures qu'on est dessus. Alright, so that's what I do recommend for storing ground jumps. It's not as bad as I'm saying it. It's just a topic I've had many times, so in the way that I phrase it, it's probably exaggerated, the way I dislike the other texts. But yeah. Otherwise, you saw on the tag that I showed you before with the bomb flower, I showed you this one. This one is the best one in terms of speed because you can move super far and just be ready to store it in like even faster than half a second. So that's the optimal one to get used to. But honestly, it's very rare that it saves you time. So crouched is just so good at everything. And if you want, you can learn the crouch. So I missed it here. You can do the crouch. Come on, bro. You can do the crouch without having anything in hand, which is a lot tighter for the window that you have to press the buttons. But since you don't need to withdraw, sheet, whatever, you put it back in your backpack, whatever you had in hand, and it takes time, and this is time that you need to have before the bomb explodes. So if you have nothing in hand, it's a bit faster. Anyway, let's move on. Sorry for the big parenthesis about ground jumps. Yeah, it's bad luck. I think if you pull it like just 3 times before going back and pushing it, then that's better. And also if you try to not jump to get down the ledge, try with a back walk. You will get less attention from the keys. After this, roll down. Don't hesitate to rush to the bomb. Just target and shield so that you won't get the knockback even if you're in the air. That's the key to not waiting here. Target and shield. Is it gonna be shiny? Yeah, that jump slash was early. Okay. So be very careful with the way you draw sword. Try, like, even if it's kind of useless here, take the habit of doing a quick draw. Because sometimes you might hit it and go into an extra cycle or stuff like that. So yeah, be careful with that. But right now, that was fine timing. And jump slash was really early, which saves time, so that's really good. All right, where are we going? 10 skulls? I think we are. Side hop? You could go for a little side hop here. Try to cut this corner a little bit, but that's frames. Okay, entering this this house, you knew you were going up, right? And you were holding up. So still on the idea, like, know where you were going. Oh, nice. Second strength. There's actually a tip here. Like, so instead of rolling forward, try to roll a little bit into this wall over there, like up left from this camera angle. And then just don't touch the camera and roll up left again. And the camera will hit this wall and give you a perfect view to a backwalk that goes through the door and into the loading zone to Hyrule Field. Because you will be over here. And then the camera will get pushed and be perfect, like really, really perfect. How else are you going to Moonwald though? Fuck, I missed that message. What was it about? This is another instance of a backwalk into a wall. By the way, Ice Cavern ground jumps. If you want, you can flick right, 3 side hops left, and backwalk, and this gets you to river. Flick right, 3 side hops left. Yeah, shoutouts to ATZ for that. Yeah, I mean, you just got the second strength, so it's pretty normal that you're thinking about routing. Oh, the try hard jump slash? Oh no, you grabbed? No balls. Nah, I'm joking. Yeah, there's a try hard jump slash. You can even do it before the ball. Oh shit. Yeah, I think that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to press A and B, same as in Dempe Race. You actually get very often the task climb here. I don't know why. It must be the angle. Okay, that was good. Oh, Hazora's River is barren. I'm really happy. Fuck. Yeah, that's true. The hints are valuable. Okay. I wonder if there is side hops to get down from here, but it's a little risky. This back wall was good. We're going for hint. Jaboo jab. You don't know the jumps very well. Should I give you an overview of the jumps? I'll give you an overview of the jumps. Okay. Warp places. Just need to practice them. Can you do ESS turns? I'll show you one that nobody knows about. Okay, so here everybody knows about this one. Just get a mental picture of how slow that is. That was pretty slow, right? By the way, the tip for this one is I'm gonna dry roll, and during the dry roll, I'm gonna start holding down and release the camera. The camera is gonna get weirdly pushed by the wall and shit like that, which is gonna change the orientation of my joystick relative to Link, and that's what makes it work. So press A, release everything, hold down, and that's what makes it work. Now, if you do one ESS right, 2 crouch stabs, turn left, target, hold up, and it's lightning speed. And consistent. So that's a little bit of a secret one that you will only find on Neko's channel. You can go to sleep now, Ryu. Yeah, ESS turns are really cool. If you want, in the episode 3 of the basics of advanced techniques, I give some insight of like how to approach them. So at first, what you want to do is just get used to holding ESS. You're not giving a fuck about like just doing 1 or 2 or blah blah blah. Just get used to holding ESS. Another reason to always buy a shield? Maybe, yeah. Probably. And then the other one at the bottom of the river mostly sucks. I mean, I've never tried to find something better. Okay, there's a setup on Juke's channel about something like this. But yeah, it's just inconvenient. You need a bow to make it fast so that you can shoot the Octorok. This one from here is kind of the same as the boss door in Fire Temple. So you start from this corner and you do a bunch of side hops until you, if you do one more, you're gonna jump off. So it's what, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn to the right. 1 ESS left. And then what? Oh yeah, and then it's up plus A roll. So this is a good example of like, you could do up plus A consistently and like just get it over and over for sure. But honestly, in tournament, I'll buffer it. I'll take a 2-second time loss over a potential punish of 40. Like the win-lose ratio is just not good enough. If I could retry within like, I don't know, 15 seconds, I'd never buffer it. 20 seconds would hurt, but I would still not buffer it. This is a lot of seconds. Too much. I'm buffering that. Every day. Okay. We're almost done. Adult Goron City. Can we ban the fusion, dude? What is the fusion, dude? Oh. A go get a 54? At the Damper race? Go get one. What are you looking for? Bombs? Where them bombs at? You're gonna do this check, right? Or you're gonna see up it? Man, see up sucks. It's a big one. They're here. Fuck. They're here. Oof. Pull now. Oh, you have... Oh yeah, still pull. Even with second strength, you want to destroy this one so that you can lift the other one. And that's not too bad, I guess. Whoa, how did you know? Whoa. Yeah, it's too much lifting. Oh my god, the maze. All right, so here it's not that handy, but sometimes when you know you can get through, but it's a little tight, backwalk is really your friend because you're not going to be able to roll through because it's kind of scary that you'll pick up something on the way. So backwalk is a really good option for that kind of thing. And just check out how to lift the least amount of rocks, and it's really interesting. So destroy the first one, lift that one, and then arriving over here, I don't exactly know what you want to do, but depending if you have bombs or not, like you lift maximum 4 if you have no bombs. So if you know which ones, you will save a lot of time. But overall, I gotta say your trajectories are really good. You're just hesitating right now. Okay. Do you know the timing from here? From here, if you go straight left, you pull at the beginning of the jump and you can just run at the dude. So yeah, you do the jump and you pull at the very first frames of the jump and you run at the dude. Because you've been loading him during the corridor that was over there. Check it out and practice. Oh shit. You forgot the timing? Amala taught me the timing of this one. Okay. Oh, the Dylan Meeble special. Whoa. Okay. That was cool. I liked it. I think if you don't run of the entire corridor, Dylan said you just lift the thing and run and it works, but I just never make it work. Somehow now I thought it was pull at the apex of the jump. Well, if your movement in the corridor was trash, you can pull later. It's the opposite. If your movement was godlike, it's at the apex, but nah, it's not gonna happen. Si ouais, je suis fatigué, Rich. Okay, I actually have a good tip for this one. Does it mean all of my other tips were trash? Maybe. From Garden City. All right, so be ready. I'm gonna revolution the game here. So if you're here and you do a dry roll and you see up, it's frame perfect to see the thing, okay? Now if you do side up, side roll, you have 2 frames. 2 frames. Isn't that crazy? 2 frames for that Sia bullshit trick? No way. It's double the frames, exactly. No matter if I have double the frame, I'll still press C up too early. Anyway. It's the daily double. It's there. We're almost done. Few seconds left. Okay. So you're going to the grotto on the right. Do you know how many rolls you're going to do before you pull the bomb? I know. It's 2 rolls before pulling the bomb. And I think there's a faster method, which is like flick left, back walk, and pull the bomb, but I have no balls, so I just never do it. That works too, I guess. But yeah, hold right, 2 quick rolls, and then pull the bomb, and you're white people happy. Where are you going? Oh. Ooh. There's gotta be a cue you could have, like, okay. First thing I would try out of this would be like some kind of a... Okay, I actually don't have a tech here, but if I wanted to build something, I'm gonna show you how I would proceed. So I would save stay here. Then I would test my upright notch at first. And my upright notch works. So yeah, just shield and upright, shield turn upright. And shout out to anyone playing without notches. Ryu, that's for you. All of the PS4 homies. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this to work immediately, but of course I know. Fucking top 5 players using PS4 controller. Okay, what can we do here? Okay, we're coming from here. If we aim at the door, does this work? Yeah, the door work. Fuck. Maybe the right side of the door. The left side of the door. When you check cues, always check how lenient it is, okay? Yeah, okay, so left seems to be where the leniency is. So aim to the left. By the way, you can run and roll at this thing. It will not jump. Okay. But yeah, shield turn upright. I thought of shield turn upright because this is what is used to do this. So I thought this must be somehow in the middle. But yeah. So the way I learned rando is not by checking every single combination of thing, but like, for example, if I'm in a seed and I realize I want to do this, then during the seed, I would tell someone in my chat, or maybe I would write down on a sheet of paper when I have time, check cues for alcove from grotto. And then the next day before the race, or in the evening after dinner, because I just never stop, I would check my cues for this to happen. And for maybe 6 months, I was having 10 new ticks every day. Every day at the afternoon race, I would ask my chat to tag me in my Discord about the stuff, and I would have like 10 reminders, which I would work on. And when I thought it was a good one, or something that could be useful to just more than me, if I come up with a strat that seems cool, then I would make a video. So that's mostly the way that like over time you build up little reflexes of knowing like, okay, I can do this here. It's because I was in this situation that it could have been helpful that triggered me to go there. It's not because like, yeah, I know all of my notches from every single void or nah, no way. No one's like that. It's just like I'd write it down when something like this happened and I'm like, with more knowledge I could be faster with this and just no skill needed. I just want to know, is there something cool that I can do here? I can show you another one. Oh shit, it wasn't on the good screen. For example, one day the timer was tight and I didn't really know the cue, so I wanted to get from here to the alcove, and it's side up side roll. So now I know it. And then that's done. I don't ever need to do anything about it. Like it's over. Like the practice for this shit is done. So yeah. I think that's the last bits of movement for today's review. It had been a long time that I had not done a review. So I just got really hyped by it and just talked a lot. So that's almost 4 hours. Is it? It's gonna be 3 hours and a half for the YouTube, but that's cool, I guess. Okay, side hop immediately, but we talked about that earlier. And then wait to get pushed by that wall so that you're in front of this. And yeah, there we go. Oh, the lockpicking lawyer. I don't know if you guys know this YouTube, but it's tight. Hell yeah. YouTube, see you guys next time. If you would like to have your gameplay reviewed for a coaching session, let's drop the funky words. Yeah, sure. Just getting in touch with me. My Twitch subscriber have priority, but if I have no waiting list, then I might just be down. Cool. Ciao, YouTube. See you next time. Have fun.